Well, the thoughts were is they played hard. There was, I think, a lot more physical contact than in the last two development camps, at least early on for the first game. So, I mean, there was some guys that looked really good in the first period. I thought that tailed off, and I thought, I don't want to. It's their first game, so I don't want to start saying guys are great and other guys were struggling. But I thought overall the older guys looked a little more, mature than some of the younger guys. Uh, and what I mean by that is they didn't look as nervous or guys that had been to this camp before and stuff. So I expect, you know, um, that they've been gotten better every day. That I expect that to be even better tomorrow, and then by Saturday, it'll be a pretty good game.
Did you notice for the weekend having some trouble with guys kind of push bigger guys, pushing them around a little bit and trying too hard?
I don't think it was the trying too hard thing, and I thought when he put his will to it, that he wasn't getting pushed around. I thought same thing. I thought Matthias looked pretty strong in the corners on the pucks and things. But again, it's the first day, July 12th, so I don't think guys are going to make or break the team today.
I don't think we've asked you about Kalen very much this week. What are your thoughts on him? He had a nice goal there.
Yeah, and I thought the same thing last year. I was impressed with him. I mean, smooth skating guy. He can find the holes and everything. So, I mean, I thought, and he continues to do the same thing in practice. So it's the one thing with a coach. Sometimes we're not scouts per se. So it's I find myself watching the systems sometimes rather than the player, and then something has to jump out. And there's a couple young guys jumped out, but I'll save my stuff for the weekend to talk about. When it's all over, I'll tell you who I thought was really good and who I thought, well, maybe I won't say who I didn't think was very good, but I'll give you, those other things.
Bruce, I know sort of your general stance on talking about the goalies a lot of the time, but what did you think about Philip Grubauer? Because for a kid who's been sick and has been off the ice for so long, he looks pretty sharp.
I'll tell you the one thing I really liked about him, and I was telling Dave and Ole in there, that he looked like, and I don't want to compare him to anybody, but the way he smothered the puck, like Michael Neuwirth when Michael is on, how he just absorbs it, was Ole's words, and he did that 3 times. And when young guys can control the rebounds, I think it's a big stepping stone in the right direction.
In terms of the systems, Bruce, it look like the young guys are grasping what you've been teaching.
Well, yeah, they made some mistakes in there, but I mean, again, it's one practice, and some of the stuff we did, we only showed on the video because it takes an awful long time, and we've had 2 days, to practice with them. So it's, I thought talking to a couple of the guys earlier, they're used to doing things totally different with their coaches that they might have had for 4 years. So to come in here and change them in a day, it's not going to happen. So, but I thought the D-zone coverage for the most part was pretty good. Positional wise, and then I was looking at that, fairly strongly.
You talk about re-signing Matthew Boudreau today.
Yeah, I think it's a good sign. I think, Matthew did a lot of great things for us last year. We always have a tendency to forget when there's a new flavor in town, but he's right in that mix, with the Matthias and Cody Eakin and Chris. I didn't mention Christian Hansen. So it's going to be an interesting position, to try for that 1 or 2 final spots that are going to be made on the team.